Hey there folks, this is Vlad from Review Outdoor Gear, and today I wanted to review the Camelbak Palisade 32 backpack. This is Camelbak's newest backpack designed specifically for hiking. I've been using it for a few months, and today we're out here in beautiful Bryce Canyon in Utah, so I thought I'd give you a rundown of it. We'll start from the back here. They have this very nice air mesh suspension, very nicely contoured to your back. Down here at the lumbar area, it's curved in, and then there's a nice dip here for ventilation, as well as on top. There's two foam pads up here to kind of rest on top of your shoulder blades, and then there's air all through here. I've been hiking with it in pretty hot temperatures, up in the, probably in the 90s, and it does, obviously your back is still gonna sweat, but you can still feel the ventilation working, airflow going through there, and it's not nearly as bad as if it was just a solid panel on the back. So very nice back there. The hip belts are also ventilated. We've got some foam in there, and the chest straps are actually just solid mesh, but it's a very durable kind of, almost a plastic mesh versus just a soft kind of fabric. So it's very tough. The whole design and construction of the pack is very durable, very well put together. Obviously Camelbak makes some nice stuff. Talking about those hip belts, by the way, have an interesting design. Come and check this out. Kind of made out of two parts here. There's the actual strap part that attaches to the pack, and then the upper strap goes to this kind of wing or flap part here, attaches to the back of the pack. And when you tighten the hip belt, it kind of stretches or pulls on both of those, and it kind of squishes down what's in your pack. So it's kind of a built-in compression system. It's kind of different. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, because when I'm using the hip belts, I do try to kind of cinch them down and use them for support. But if you're cinching this down hard, it's kind of just taking some of the stretch out here, and it's kind of hard to get very tight around your hips. And then it kind of squishes some of the stuff you have here in the side pockets. I'll talk about those in a second. So it does work, and combined with pretty well articulated lumbar support here, it does sit on your hip pretty well. Up on top here, we have a chest strap, fully adjustable. You can look at it over here. So it has a little sliding rail that goes up and down. You can adjust it to a pretty wide range of sizes. Just a standard clip here, easy release. And over here, you have a little hook for the hydration reservoir. This pack does come with Camelbak's hydration reservoir. It's a very nice one. I didn't bring it on this trip. I probably should have, because we're in the desert, but I've used them before. They are very nice. And the hydration reservoir comes with a little magnet here that you can also put on your chest strap. You can mount that through here on both sides, and here, this little blue zipper is the hydration reservoir pack. So this little spot here where you can feed that through to the hose. It's cool that it has a designated pocket for the reservoir. Very spacious. And the nice thing is that this whole back panel underneath the air mesh is a hard plastic. So whatever you put into your pack is not going to dig into your back. That's an issue in a lot of packs with a soft panel on the back, is that if you put something awkwardly shaped in there, it's going to dig into your back as you're hiking. With this, regardless of what you put in there, it feels the same. And it feels really nice on the back. It's super comfortable, super ergonomic, and you can load it actually pretty well. A lot of weight, and you can't really tell that it's on there. Nice little carry handle here, nicely stitched in, nylon. Got some lifters here, so load lifters, so loosen those up before you put it on your back. Tighten that. It kind of sucks some of the weight in towards your back. So very nice and adjustable all throughout. Very nice and thick, durable straps on here. Nice solid clip on the waist belt. I do like that it has a nice and easy and ergonomic system here. To adjust, you just pull this, it tightens that, you can loosen that, and then has these nice little rubber bands on here, so these don't flap around when you're walking. So very nice on the front, very easy to use, very well thought out. I like it. Down here, you will find that they do provide a rain cover, which is very nice. It's built in, bright and yellow, so it's easy to see. Does take up a little bit of space in your pack, but it's not a whole lot. As you can see, it's probably the size of, I don't know, a softball or maybe a baseball or something. Pretty small, and it stows away in there, out of the way until you need it when it rains. Nice little Velcro attachment there. Easy. These side pockets, as I mentioned earlier, this one on the left side as you're wearing it has a zipper, and it's a very big pocket. I will say sometimes it feels like it's a little bit too big, because when you're wearing it, you kind of have access to this first part. It's easy to reach to, but it keeps going way back, and if you put something in there, sometimes it'll fly all the way back there and you kind of have to dig way back just to get it. But it does have the space, and you can always take it off and reach whatever you want into it. But it is pretty spacious and pretty easy to open as you're wearing it. On the other side, they opted to not put any zippers. Instead, they have just these little pockets, little mesh stretchy pockets for stuff. And these work pretty well for things that are not as consequential if you were to lose them, like maybe a power bar or something. But they're easy to get to. Just stick your hand in there. Both of these are accessible as you hike, so that's good. On the side here, a nice big mesh pocket for your water bottle. Right now I have just a hydro flask in there, but it will comfortably fit an Nalgene. I got one inside, let me show you. There you go, fits easily into there. Not gonna fall out. Probably more chances of losing something taller than an Nalgene. An Nalgene fits in there very easily, very nicely. Up here, I also have a little clip for stowing away your trekking poles or anything. You can either stick them into here or in one of these mesh pockets, but they go into there. A little hook goes around the rubber band, and you can just cinch it down. It's always nice to have one of those on there. You can also move it up and down on this little daisy chain here. All right, so on the outside here, you have this mesh pocket. It's kind of interestingly designed. I'm not sure if I'm sold on the design quite yet, but it's very spacious, very big mesh. Only thing that I'm not quite sure about are these gaps on the side. I'm not quite sure what their intent is. I was thinking if this was a cycling backpack, you could put your helmet in there, right? And it wouldn't fall out the sides, but this is specifically designed for, this is their hiking backpack. So I'm not sure what you could put in here. So far I haven't lost anything yet, but this has, peeked out a couple times. Or if you were putting something very valuable in there, I wouldn't quite trust it. If you're, boulder hopping or going on a rough trail, this could be good for like maybe a rain jacket or something that's kind of bulky and just kind of takes up space and you want to kind of dry out. That would work well for that. But just be aware that it's not gonna be super secure. It is adjustable up and down, kind of like that chest strap on the front, where you can kind of slide this up and down to, it maybe accommodate for something that's more round and bulky. That'll fit in there. So that's that. On the front here, there is a nice zippered pocket with a soft felt lining for things like your sunglasses or whatever you want to keep safe. But in here, I just got things like my wallet, keys, just your bits and like odds and ends that you want to keep close and just in a small pocket. So that's the outside. Going on to the inside, the construction of this is just kind of one big pocket, kind of like a bucket design. So you unzip that, and inside you have just a big compartment with a couple pockets, but it is very spacious. I like I'm personally a fan of this kind of design. I don't like the packs that have like 3 layers of pockets because you can never really put anything big in there. They always take up each other's space. I prefer this kind of design where it's just a big open area and you can kind of pack it how you want it. You can see I got all sorts of stuff in here. I got the camera, I got my first aid kit, had my Nalgene in there, and it all fits very easily in there with still tons of room to spare. You can see on the side towards the back you have a couple pockets here. You have a big pocket that goes all the way down. We're about 3/4 of the way down, so it's about that deep, maybe about a foot. So that's, you can put something in there. And then on the front you have these 2 mesh pockets. Well, it looks like 2 mesh pockets. They're stitched in the middle, but here they're actually connected. So just be aware that it's not really 2 separate pockets. If you're trying to keep something separated in there, it's not really going to work. But very nice. It has just the right amount of organization, I think, to be very useful. Nice zipper pulls, good quality zippers. You can see the reverse, so less chance of, dirt water getting into there. And overall, just a very nice pack. I really like, probably my favorite feature is how nice it feels when you're wearing it. Secondary to just how good the capacity is and how well you can organize things into it. So let me put it on one more time and kind of show you how accessible things are in here, how easily you can get things out of the side pockets. So these are very well adjusted. Loosen that up a bit. So here you can see I can easily reach this pocket, grab a bar, whatever I want. I can reach this back pocket here as well, grab my Cliff Bar out of there. On this side, with this zipper, you can see it's easy to open with one hand, but it does go back really far. So you can kind of lose things back there. But it is very spacious, which is very nice. The bottle compartment here, you can see it's easily reached. Grab your bottle, stick it back in there, just like that. It is an issue in a lot of packs though, where you can't reach something back there. It's kind of hard to get, and you have to take it off just to get your bottle out, which is irritating. This thing is situated nicely here for your reservoir, if you have one. And overall, just a very nice pack. So, if you have any questions or comments, just please leave them down below. We'll leave a link to this also in the description if you're interested in it. If you have any questions, please ask, don't hesitate. And as always, have a great day. Don't forget to praise God, and we'll see you later.